Please welcome to the stage the editor of Exhibitor magazine, Emily Olson, and Senior VP of Exhibitions and Marketing at AEM, Nicole Halada.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Exhibitor Magazine's inaugural CONEXPO CONAGG Exhibit Design Award celebration. Before we begin, I'd like to invite Nicole Halada, Senior Vice President of Exhibitions and Marketing at AEM, to talk a little bit about the program.
Thank you, Emily. CONEXPO CONAGG strives to create unforgettable experiences here in Las Vegas. Whether it's your first time at the show or you've been coming for decades, we want every CONEXPO CONAGG to raise the bar. A feat that wouldn't be possible without our more than 2,000 exhibitors. These companies deliver jaw-dropping demos, immersive spaces, and surprises around every corner. They are the heartbeat of our show and help our attendees to walk away educated, inspired, and entertained. These teams spend years dreaming and weeks building to bring their visions to life. That's exactly why we're thrilled to join forces with Exhibitor Magazine to launch the Exhibitor Design Awards. It's our way of recognizing the companies that go all in to create show-stopping, unforgettable booth experiences. As we gather today to celebrate the creativity and passion that define our industry, I want to thank each and every exhibitor for your dedication and your innovation. Your hard work truly shapes the spirit of CONEXPO CONAGG, inspiring everyone who walks through the show floor. On behalf of our entire team, we're honored to have you as part of this extraordinary community. Now it's my pleasure to turn things back over to Emily, who will announce this year's Exhibitor Design Award winners. Congratulations to all the nominees, and thank you for making the show unforgettable.
Thank you, Nicole. And thanks to CONEXPO CONAGG for inviting us to produce these awards and for sharing our commitment to elevating design standards across and beyond the show floor. I'm Emily Olson, editor of Exhibitor Magazine. For more than 40 years, Exhibitor has studied the trade show industry to identify what drives performance on the show floor and translate those insights into practical guidance that events professionals can apply immediately. In other words, we study what works, and then we share it. We do that through case studies, practical advice, interviews with thought leaders, and a steady stream of examples from show floors across the globe. These awards extend our mission. Because when Exhibitor recognizes the stands that set the pace, the industry receives something concrete, a visible standard of what excellence looks like in practice. At a show of this magnitude, excellence carries weight. Spend an hour here and you'll see forests of cranes, virtual pop-up quarries, and machines that make this huge convention center seem small. The products here are massive, and behind them are complex logistics and significant investment, and equipment that absolutely does not fit in a carry-on. And that makes the environment you build around these products even more important. Effective stands at CONEXPO CONAGG do more than display equipment. They manage scale. They guide movement across enormous footprints. They create clarity in the midst of noise and motion. They support conversations that justify major capital decisions. And while what we see on the show floor appears seamless, I know that the work behind it rarely is. Attendees don't see the coordination across marketing, engineering, operations, and safety teams, the shipping challenges, the structural calculations, the last-minute adjustment. This program exists to recognize that level of execution. We also, of course, give out beautiful trophies, and I know that's why you're really here. Not the recognition, the hardware. We'll get there. But first, a brief note on the competition itself. The Stand Design Awards are independently organized and judged by Exhibitor. We select the finalists, convene the jury, and oversee the evaluation process. CONEXPO CONAGG does not participate in judging or scoring, ensuring the program's independence. The judging is conducted by a group of 7 experienced designers, and I'd like to recognize them now. Brian Chapin, founder and CEO of Production Theory. Chris Fredrickson, co-founder and chief creative officer of Cypher. Steve Kelly, creative director of Laram Designs. Jeff Moore, senior director of exhibits at the Mob Museum. I hear you should check that out. Glenn Nowak, associate professor of architecture at UNLV. Stephanie Selznick, president of International Trade Information, Inc. Erica Welling, chief experience officer and founder of Blends Events. I think I see some of them in the audience today, so let's thank them for their time, insight, and willingness to help. Now, through Exhibitor's extensive editorial review process, 40 stands were selected as finalists and presented with plaques on Wednesday. On Thursday, our judges visited and evaluated those stands on 7 criteria. Those are space and scale, graphics, organization and wayfinding, lighting design, trends and technology, realization and fabrication, and overall impact. After a rigorous discussion and scoring process, 1 stand in each of 4 size-based categories, Class 1, which are the smallest, Class 2, Class 3, and Class 4, the largest, was selected best in class. At the same time, our editorial team selected 1 standout element on the show floor to receive an Editor's Choice Award. In just a moment, I'll announce our finalists and winners in each category, along with the Editor's Choice recipient. In addition to a trophy, winners will receive a complimentary pass to Exhibitor Live 2026, our annual educational conference and exhibition for trade show and corporate event professionals. But first, I want to say something to all of the finalists in the audience. Whether you take home a trophy or not, being named one of 40 stands recognized for design excellence is a significant achievement. There are more than 2,000 exhibitors here. The scale of this show is extraordinary, and the work required to stand out is even more so. Let's all give ourselves a round of applause for that. I'll ask Nicole now to present trophies and take a photo with each winner to the right. After all awards have been announced, I'd like representatives from each winning stand to join us on stage for a group photo. We begin with the Class 1 category, which includes booths measuring up to 399 square feet. And the finalists for Best Class 1 exhibit are Air Pro, Azita, C.E. Nyhoff, GSSI, QC Canada, Securus, Slide Sledge, Superior Glove Works, Weld Cobeals, and YGT Parts. And the winner of the CONEXPO CONAGG Exhibit Design Award for exhibit design up to 399 square feet is a booth that judges were immediately drawn to for its color scheme. Then they stayed to appreciate its clean lines and crisp, minimalist design that created a big impact. One judge praised its sophisticated balance of graphics, product displays, and rich LED content. Another said simply, "This booth has personality." YGT Parts, booth number N11263. Congratulations. Thank you. Moving on to the award for Class 2, which includes booths measuring between 400 and 1,000 square feet. Our Class 2 finalists include Badass Workbench. Falltech. Geotab. Jansa. Mori. Multi-wing. NVR. Polydeck. Samsara. And SVAB. The winner is a booth that judges initially appreciated for its rich color scheme, interesting orientation, and stylish lighting. They loved the mix of strong architecture and interesting technology, and particularly appreciated the hands-on product display that immediately told passersby what the company does. Then, they started to play. One judge called the booth fun, and many of them took turns enjoying the gamification that underscored the product's capabilities. SVAB, booth N10163. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. And now we'll move on to our Class 3 category, which recognizes exhibits ranging between 1,001 and 6,000 square feet. Our Class 3 finalists are Carhartt, Caterpillar engines co-located with Perkins engines, Caterpillar, Haver and Becker Niagara, Hyundai, Isuzu, Kenco, Procore, Tima Eisenman, and Volvo Penta. The winner for Class 3 exhibit is a booth one judge praised for its thoughtful use of branding that appeared on everything from a 5-ton vehicle to a 1-pound pillow. They appreciated its use of space that expertly blended open and welcoming seating areas with an enclosed, immersive journey. They said it had high impact, originality, and clean fabrication. One judge said its AV was among the most immersive at the entire show. Haver and Becker, booth C32616. Congratulations. Welcome. Congratulations. And before we move on to our Class 4 category, I'd like to present the Editor's Choice Award. This one was important to CONEXPO CON. They asked Exhibitor to pick one standout element on the show floor that captures what live events are all about. The exhibit that caught our attention was slightly irreverent and maybe a little bit dangerous. Every time I walked by, it was packed with people hanging out and having fun. The creators know their audience, and they built a space those folks actually want to spend time in. Yesterday, I overheard an attendee say, "I wish my garage looked like this." And honestly, same. But what really sealed it for me was the demo happening right in the booth. The company's CEO climbed into one of the tool bench drawers, barely keeping his balance, and shouted to the crowd to see just how strong his product is. It was rowdy and chaotic in a boys will be boys way that completely belied the attention to detail in their beautifully crafted product. And it was exactly that kind of moment that makes a show floor fun to be on. So, for turning a simple product demo into entertainment, Exhibitor Magazine is proud to present the Editor's Choice Award to Badass Workbench, booth N10463. Congratulations. Congratulations. Before class 4, a quick reminder. Winners, please come back to the stage for a group photo at the end. I'd also like to thank Linda Armstrong, Exhibitor's awards manager, who meticulously planned every detail of this fast-moving program. And I want to thank Ben Barclay, my on-the-ground counterpart in executing this awards program. Ben, your partnership is invaluable. A round of applause for them both, please. And Ben has boxes for those trophies, by the way, so see him at the end of the ceremony if you'd like one. Now the finalists for the Class 4 category of exhibits measuring between 6,000 square feet and more. The finalists are Bobcat, Case, Caterpillar, Devlon, Hitachi, Hyundai, John Deere, John Deere and Wharton Group, Komatsu, and Mack Trucks. The winner is a booth that jurors called majestic, stunning, serene. They praised its clever juxtaposition of nature and heavy machinery, recognizing the incorporation of company legacy into the design. One juror was particularly drawn to the unique and thoughtful way the heavy equipment was aligned in the environment, saying, "The tunnel of tractors created an unforgettable moment for attendees and framed the sunset at the end of each day." Hitachi, F19012. Congratulations. Thank you. A sincere thank you to CONEXPO CONAGG for their wonderful partnership, and congratulations to all of our finalists and all the winners. Winners, please return to the stage for a photo op, and everyone enjoy the rest of the show.